If you want cheap Microsoft points and game codes, check out g2a.com. Link is in the description below.
Hey guys, it's Melvin7 here, and today I'm bringing you episode 3 of Who Performs Best. Now, we're on to Group B, and the first game of Group B is going to be Edin Dzeko versus Robin van Persie. So, both are similar players on game. They've both got great shooting, not a great deal of pace. Robin van Persie has slightly better dribbling, and Dzeko is slightly better physically. So, this should be a good matchup, and yeah. I'll show the table at the end of the episode, so you'll see what is episode 4 as well. And yeah, we'll just get straight into the 3 games and we'll review them as always. And as always, if you do not know how the series works, then there's a playlist in the description, and episode 1 will go through this in strenuous detail. So yeah, let's just head straight into game 1. Right, so heading into game 1, he's got a pretty sweaty BPL team. Obviously Chamberlain on the wing and Silva on the other wing. So there's a little bit of pace, but not too much, so, you know, I thought I could win. But he gets the early opportunity, and Chamberlain manages to get the rebound. There's nothing I could do there to defend that. But I do get a corner, and Di Maria whips it in, and that's a lovely header over the keeper by Dzeko to make it 1-1. And then some nice play by him, creates some space for Silva, and that's a simple finish, and he makes it 2-1. And then look at that for a ball to Dzeko. Onside, manages to through ball to Robin van Persie, who makes it 2-2. So, yeah. Dzeko's got a goal and an assist, and Van Persie a goal. So yeah, the ball's played in by my opponent, and he manages to score with Ramsey, so he does win in game 1 unfortunately, so I do pick up a loss, but obviously that doesn't matter in this series. And then the second opponent, fairly cheap La Liga team, a lot more pace with Jesse Rodriguez, Carlos Vela and Dos Santos up front. And then Dzeko again into Van Persie, and yeah, good finish by Van Persie, so that's 2 goals for him and 2 assists for Dzeko, as well as a goal for Dzeko. Then Robin van Persie with a nice little chip that was intended for Dzeko, but it goes to Di Maria, and he makes no mistakes, beating a couple of defenders and managing to slot that in. And then he gets an opportunity here, and he manages to produce a really good chip over my keeper, to be honest. 2-1, going to take nothing away from him on that. And he equalises with Dos Santos there. I somehow give him a little bit of space, but yeah. The ball's played into Fernandinho, and that's a blatant penalty. I mean, the opponent completely trips him up. I take it with Di Maria, so there's no bias in there. I didn't take it with Van Persie or with Dzeko, so, you know, it's a neutral source. And then I really don't think that was a penalty this time. I think he took the shot and mishit it. But anyway, that means that he gets a penalty and he scores it. So I draw that game, and we head into game 3. I've got to say, as a partnership, they're lacking pace, which is vital in this game, Van Persie and Dzeko, so I wouldn't recommend you use them as a partnership. Partner them with someone pacey. But anyway, we come up against a Bundesliga team, so we've had 3 separate leagues this episode, which is pretty unusual. But Dzeko, lovely dribbling to take it around a couple of defenders, and he manages to slot that in the bottom corner to make it 1-0. And then some awful defending by me, giving the ball straight to Kagawa, and yeah, unlucky by De Gea in terms of, you know, how poor goalkeepers can be. He's usually insane for me, but anyway, he should have saved that. But Van Persie manages to slot it in after the guy had received 2 red cards for some ridiculous challenges that I probably should have showed you. But anyway, he equalises in the 90th minute with 9 men. So I didn't even win this episode, so I do apologise for that, but obviously that doesn't really matter. We're on to the match ratings. In game 1, Dzeko got 8.2 and Van Persie 7.4. So I think that was the one that Dzeko scored 1 and assisted 1. And then in game 2, Dzeko got 7.7 and Van Persie 9.0. So it's fairly even. Heading into game 3, I think Van Persie's slightly ahead. But then Dzeko gets an 8.2 in game 3 and Van Persie is 7.6. So we look at them side by side, and they do look very close, and trust me, it's an extremely close episode. As you can see, Dzeko pips it by 0.3 recurring. Literally, he got 8.03 recurring and Van Persie got 8.00. So, that does mean that Dzeko has won this episode and he picks up the 3 points. The next episode will be Jovetic versus Benteke, which should be very interesting since both are touted to be overpowered. So, hopefully it is. Hopefully you do enjoy. Any suggestions, leave them down in the comments. And yeah, peace.